If you think America's two-party system is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee with Art. Every weekday morning I try to do a little video that I really hope will encourage discussion. I just remembered I should have had a copy of my book out here. I'm supposed to be selling my book. Keep forgetting about that part. And my finances show it. Because it's the ideas that are important. To me, I wish it was important to more people, but I'll keep trying. Because I believe in the Constitution, and I think it was a very unique document, a product of a unique time called the Age of Enlightenment. And I see precious little enlightenment today. But I'm going to do everything I can to change that. Because I think discussion is important. When you talk to other people, I just had a comment from a friend on some issues on Facebook, and I really appreciate it because it isn't the polarized crap I hear all the time. It was a good discussion. And one of my friends interpreted a word in a way that I never would have thought of. And that's to me the purpose of a good discussion. Yesterday I talked about the reforms that I promote. I call them Rude's reforms. Number one, limitation of terms. Number two, doing away with winner-take-all rules, WTA. We need competition in politics of multiple parties so that people can choose, number one. And number two, this idea of having two parties is what's led to this trench warfare. There's over 40 new democracies in the world since the fall of communism in the Soviet Union. And, you know, if a two-party system was so wonderful, wouldn't someone want it? So how many of those new democracies chose to set up a two-party system like we have in America? None. No one wants one. It doesn't work well. And Americans are just finally starting to discover that, and some still are in a state of denial. That's what blows my mind. How can you support these two warring factions within our own country? That I don't get it. Okay, but I wanted to talk a little bit more this morning about point number 3. You know, we've all heard about Orwell's Big Brother and how technology is going to be used to monitor everything from Big Brother. Well, to a certain extent, that's already happening. It didn't happen in '84, but it's happened by 2014. Yeah, just watch. Watch the news and watch. Now, in the Democratic field, I think there's 24 or 25 candidates right now. How is that going to be thinned down to pick the actual nominee? Well, I'm a little strange. I think it should be done by leadership. But that won't be the story. Instead, it'll be how much money can they raise? Our system today, I call it a corporatocracy because it's no longer the democratic republic initiated by the Constitution. And it's all been perverted by the political parties who were not intended. So I'm proposing that we turn around Big Brother and make Big Brother subject to us, the people, of the people, by the people, and for the people. And the electronic revolution allows us to talk about things that were never possible before. If the House was dissolved as a convening body, meaning, yeah, let's keep the Capitol in Washington, but after an organizational session, after a training session, let's send those representatives home to their legislative districts, to their congressional districts. So when they're hearing testimony and legislation, they're listening to their constituents and not the the lobbyists, the special interests. There should be only the interest of the people. But I also like you to think about the implications of what else could happen. If we had committee meetings online with the representatives in their district, what I could see happening is each of the representatives becoming essentially like a producer in a media outlet, in that if they're going to represent their district, they would want the best case made for whatever issue is being dealt with in your district. So when it comes up in committee meetings, when it comes up for consideration by the larger nation, wouldn't it be wonderful if local constituents could testify, and then the tape of those testimonials from constituents, the ones that do the best job of explaining the viewpoint from that congressional district, the representative could take that tape segment and put it in as kind of a sales presentation to say, hey, this is how our district in wherever, North Carolina, feels about this issue, and here's this young woman or this young man that does such a tremendous job of explaining it. Wouldn't that be a heck of an improvement over choosing our leaders based on how much money they can raise from special interests? I view that last one as being absolutely immoral and legalized corruption. I paused there because I'd like you to think about that one. Please think about all the possibilities that could happen if we had the representatives in their congressional district listening to constituents, and constituents could then have an opportunity to expand their capacity for leadership, for expressing the real sentiments of the constituents within their district. I think that would be a big improvement over selecting candidates who can raise the best money from special interests. All right, well, there's a little something for you to think about. I hope you understand that every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So unwrap that present carefully today, because there's good stuff in there. Don't concentrate on the bad stuff. I hope you have a great day and a great discussion. And think about how great America can be if we take the lead